Catfish Sumo. Is it just an overpriced Kastking Rover? Will it outperform the Piscifun Chaos XS? Stick around. You're going to want to find out. Alright guys, let's see what comes in the box. So it looks like you get a power handle. It also comes with a reel cover, which I do like, and then it has a paddle handle as well. Looks like you get a wrench to take it apart with. You get your warranty information, something about their social media, and a thank you card in there. Now these reels retail for about $100 on their website. Where this reel was purchased, see if we can get that in there, it was $74.95. Let's weigh it and see how much it weighs. Now I did spool this up a little bit ago, so keep that in mind. It's spooled with 20-pound whisker seeker line. So spooled to the top, it weighs 12.7 ounces. Alright guys, let's just go ahead and do a quick little teardown on this. I will tell you one thing I noticed right off the bat was the push button. I mean, it seems really weak. It's really soft for some reason, but you guys can hear it. We'll go ahead and do a quick little tear down on it just to kind of give you an idea on what's inside. So first thing you want to do is take these 3 screws out. Super easy to do. Never be scared to work on reels yourself, guys. Especially casting reels like this. The round reels are really simple to work on. So pull that off. We'll slide this out. And let's go ahead and we'll take the worm gear out as well. It looks like on this one, a little bit different than the Abby Garcia, you're going to have to take this side off as well. Still super easy to do. Nothing to it. Got 3 crown screws holding it on. Just on my initial impression from taking it apart already, kind of disappointed based off the price of it. And we'll get into that shortly though. So it looks like it has a little clip holding the worm gear in. Go ahead and get your screwdriver and pop your clip off. And pull it apart. So looks like it does not have a bearing on the worm gear. And like I said, I know that was awful weak there, but looks like kind of does have a little extra support in there, like a bearing or something holding it in place. I do like that. Abby Garcia doesn't have that. It's kind of got like a pot metal cogwheel on there, and the bearing is inside of there actually. So it's a fixed spool reel. Has a 2-pin braking system, which me personally, I hate that. but since it's a fixed spool reel, it's not going to cast as far as a floating spool. On a floating spool like an Abu Garcia, the bearings are inside of the spool, and on a fixed spool, this whole thing rotates, the shaft and everything. Your bearings are in your side plates. And like I said, I'm kind of disappointed already after taking it apart. And give me just a second and I'll show you why. So my first thoughts after taking it apart was, boy, that looks awful familiar. So insides to me look just like a Kastking Rover. I mean, and I don't know, I think these are around 50 bucks. Now keep in mind, you know, the Catfish Sumo is around $100 on their website. When I upload this video, I'll pull that up though and put their actual price on there. And also keep in mind, I gave where I got it, they're $74.95. So I mean, they do come with this, you know, which is nice. That's about $7 to $10 online, and it does come with 2 handles. Okay, so that's cool and everything, but if I'm going to give $100 for basically a Kastking Rover that's painted green, to me those 2 items don't justify the price. Well, let's take this apart and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I would imagine these parts probably interchange with each other as well. Now, I know on the Catfish Sumo they give you I think they say it's like a lifetime warranty. You know, how it works is if you break the reel, you give them $50 and they send you a new reel. But to me, I mean, you're not really getting a warranty if you can buy a Rover for $50 and then when you break it, you just spend $50 and buy a new reel. So I'm not sure what you're really getting at that point. As you can tell, here's the Kastking Rover spool. It's a 2-pin braking system. I mean, you tell me, guys. Other than the color, I mean, I'm having a hard time figuring out what's different. Look identical to me. Same way with the worm gear. All that stuff looks the same. I mean, there's your cogwheel. All of it looks the same to me, guys. So just my personal opinion, I feel like you're just buying a prettily painted green Kastking Rover at a $50 higher price point. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this reel back together. I'll put it on one of my Chad Ferguson Whisker Seeker rods and we'll go down and do a little casting with it. And I also have a cheap, it's like a $50 Piscifun Chaos reel, and we'll put them on both the same type of rods and see which one casts farther. Alright guys, we got it put back together, and I did notice something. Let's see if we can get that in there where you guys can see it. So it is made in China, just like the Kastking is. I think it just has a larger spool. I checked it out and some of the parts interchange, so it just holds a little bit more line. That's all it does, really. I mean, you know, your clickers are in the same spot. Tension knob looks the same. Instead of saying Rover, it's just a gold little medallion. But it does reel pretty good. It's a little gritty feeling, kind of like the Kastking Rover. So let's get this on a rod and get some casting in, guys. Alright guys, we're down here at the football field. We got the Catfish Sumo. We also have the Piscifun Chaos XS. Both are on a Chad Ferguson Whisker Seeker rod, 9'6". And both of them have a 2-ounce sinker, 2-ounce no roll. The lines are barely visible on the field, but that's okay because we can see them. We'll make a couple casts with each one and see which one goes the farthest. All right. $75, probably about 77 yards or so, guys. We'll walk down and make another cast with it. All right, guys, we're going to give the Sumo one more cast. We got about 77 yards on that one. The knobs are wide open, so there's no tension on the spool, and we're going to lay into it as hard as we can and see what happens. Looks like I only got about 73 yards on that one. All right, we only got about 73 yards on that one, so I'm gonna go ahead and make one more cast. That way we got 3 casts with it. I didn't have quite the height on it that I wanted. We'll do one more. That felt a little better anyway. Got a little bit of an overrun on there because we couldn't see the sinker hit the ground. It's starting to get dark out, guys. Starting to get dark. $65, 70, about 73 yards, guys. All right, guys, we're going to give it a cast with the Piscifun Chaos XS as well. Keep in mind this reel is used it for several months, so it's dirty. Not really a fair comparison. It has old line on it. Same rod, same amount of weight, 2-ounce no roll sinker. Let's see what we got. Got just a little bit of an overrun because we couldn't see it hit the ground. See what we got, guys. 5, 10, 15, 'These right here are only around 50 bucks, so they're half the price of the Catfish Sumo. My opinion, if you're going to spend the money on the Sumo, just go ahead and get a C3 from Abu Garcia. If you're on a budget, get a Chaos. Great reel. That's 50 yards. $60 yards. 70. 75. 80. And it's right here. About 83 yards, guys. And I'll tell you what, when this reel was brand new, I brought it down here and I was able to get 100 yards out of it, a little over 100 yards. But it's very dirty. It needs cleaned and lubricated. That's what she said. There you have it. That's my personal opinion on these reels. If it were me and I had the money to spend on a Catfish Sumo, I would just go ahead and add a few extra dollars to it. Pick up a Sweden-made 6500 C3. If I'm on a budget, I would pick up the Piscifun Chaos XS. That reel's about half the price. I actually own 3 of them right now, and I've been using them side by side against my Abu Garcia 6500 rockets. I also did a video comparison on those two. I'll put a link in the video description if you guys want to check that out. But so far to date, I've had 0 problems. When I first got them, I was able to hit 100 yards with the very same setup that you saw in the video. But they are several months old and they're very dirty and they need cleaned. There's no doubt in my mind, with fresh line and a good cleaning, I could probably hit 100 yards with it now. The Catfish Sumo, it's basically brand new. It's been used a couple times. I think I caught like 2 fish on it or something. So I think it was just maxed out, had brand new line on it. I know these videos can get long and boring, so to make it up to you guys, if we get enough likes and comments, we'll just give the Catfish Sumo away to one of our subscribers. We do want to say thanks for watching. We hope you have a great day, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.